Cinco de Mayo and we're on our way to the Mexican grocery store. We're going to pick up some delicious food to make tonight for some friends. And we're taking the whole family along because it's family day. Oh, can't even show you because it's tracking my face. One of the best parts about living in Chicagoland is that there are a lot of Mexican grocery stores pretty much everywhere. We happen to live by the best one, in my opinion. It's called La Chiquita. They have the best homemade salsas and meat and fresh produce. They make their own fresh tortillas there. And they have really good Mexican cheeses and other imported items that you can't find very many other places. So I'm super thankful that we live so close. Oh, and they also have really good Mexican sweetbread. So yeah, we're pretty fortunate to have this place so close. All right, so our haul from the Mexican grocery store, some tacos al pastor meat, chorizo, or is that longaniza? No, chorizo, and then some skirt steak that we're gonna throw on the grill. It's cold. It has the juice.
It's cold. Look at this.
All right, so it's a couple days later. We kind of forgot to record after we made the tacos, so I'll insert a picture of our delicious tacos here for Cinco de Mayo. It was really fun. We had a great time with our friends. The food was delicious. So since then, we did English Day homeschool. So we switch back and forth with my daughter. We do English Day one day, and then we do Spanish Day the next day because we're trying to do homeschool bilingually. So we do everything in English one day and then everything in Spanish the next day. So today is Spanish Day, Día de Español, so we wanted to show you what we do. Ok, ¿puedes hacer este también?
7
menos
menos
menos qué?
menos 3.
It already says, yeah, we will. We can do that in a second. But this already says so then how do you? Abeja, abeja. ¿Qué escribes ahí? Perfecto. Y ya tienes ja, abeja. Muy bien. So as you saw in the last clip, we are teaching Avery to read in Spanish. We're also teaching her to read in English at the same time. When you're raising bilingual kids, it's really fine to teach them to read in both languages at the same time. Even if she doesn't even understand all the words she's reading in Spanish, it's still really good for her to get that skill and to practice her pronunciation and sight reading. And honestly, it helps her gain more vocabulary as she's reading these words. Encontrando los pares. Okay, what?
Can I show them my pencil?
Sure.
Look at my pencil. It's Spider-Man.
Okay, she's finished with reading and writing in Español. Now we're going to move on to learning our trinas in Español. So, the reason we are doing this is because Avery is allergic to tree nuts. And I realized several months ago that she hasn't really seen what a tree nut looks like necessarily because we don't have them in our house. She doesn't eat them, obviously. So I think it would be good for her to at least know what they look like and start learning to recognize the words.
I have seen one tree.
Yeah, you've seen some, but now you're gonna be able to recognize all of them, and she's
saw
gonna
you
start.
eat one.
She's gonna start being able to read them as well. So I'm gonna teach them to her in English for sure, and teach her the English words so she can start reading ingredients and stuff like that. But we're also teaching them in Spanish because that's important. But before we do that, I really want to talk to you guys about these things because, first of all, you can get all of these flashcards on my website. There's a place for you to sign up to get all these in your email for free. But I also made these allergy cards that I think are really important to have too. They're in English and Spanish. So you can just like hand these out at restaurants, especially if you're traveling to a Spanish speaking country. It might be easier for you to just hand the chef or wherever you're eating food a card like this instead of trying to explain to them what you can and can't have. And then I also have some other resources that go with this entire resource that you get in your email. It teaches you how to talk about allergies and read about allergies in Spanish. So yeah, so we're gonna go over these words and then she'll be all done with school and then I'll go try to work out before my son wakes up. So yeah. Okay, so you're going to repeat after me, okay? Nueces de árboles.
Nueces de árbol.
Árboles. Yeah, nueces de árboles. What does that mean?
I don't know.
It's just tree nuts. So here's a picture of all of the tree nuts. Nueces de árboles. So it's a few days before Mother's Day, and for the past 3 years, I have gotten dirt and plants for Mother's Day for our garden. So today we are getting all of our garden beds, our elevated garden bed, all that ready for the dirt that we're gonna go pick up. So yeah. Last year we had a pretty successful year with our garden, I'd say. And each year we keep adding more and more things that we're trying to grow. This year we're actually trying to grow some plants in ground, this big area that my husband and I were just preparing with dirt. There used to be a giant bush there, and so when he took it out, we were like, you know what, let's put our new garden bed right there. So we are attempting some in-ground tomato plants and lettuce and cucumbers and pepper plants. And then we also have some grow bags that did really well last year. We got a lot of different varieties of tomatoes, and it truly brought me so much joy. I loved making homemade pasta sauce and pizza sauce, and just my daughter snacked on tomatoes all summer long and into the fall. It was amazing. So I'm really hoping for a very prolific year, and who knows, next year we might add another area where we are trying to grow things, but we'll see how this year goes. So this is our cat, Klaus. He is an indoor-outdoor cat. He just most recently became an outdoor cat. And I've been trying to figure out how to make him come inside when I ask him to. So today we're gonna do a little experiment. I just got him some treats and we're gonna see if that works to call him inside. And if you guys have any tips on getting a cat to come when you call, please give me all the tips, because he is a really good cat, but he does not obey. He does what he wants, you know? So I ordered these from Amazon, and this is not sponsored, by the way, but if anyone would like to sponsor me, you can go right ahead. They're called Temptations, and he has really loved them so far, and I'm assuming if I like shake this, he will come. Come get a treat. Come here. Okay, so the real test will be if he's outside and hopefully not too far away. If I shake this, hopefully he will come running to me so that I can put him inside for the night, because I really hate for him to spend all night outside. Klaus! Come here. Klaus, you want a treat? Klausie! Nope. Well, it definitely did not work, so we're gonna have to try it more times. Look, a butterfly. All right, you've made it to the end of this video. If you've made it this far, I really appreciate that. Thanks so much for joining me in my little corner of YouTube. If you're already subscribed to my channel, this is not the typical content that you would normally see here. I normally post Spanish lesson videos for kids. I haven't done that in several years now, but that is what I normally post, if I do post. And I do hope to create more Spanish lesson videos for children in the future. So if you are subscribed to me for that reason, please don't unsubscribe. I will still hopefully be creating those kinds of videos. But I also wanted to create something new and something that's more like day-to-day life. I would love it if you would join me. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel right now and like this video if you can. That really helps my channel grow. I'm a pastor's wife, a worship leader. I am trying to raise bilingual children and homeschool them. And I also like to grow things and make authentic Mexican food and a lot of other random things. Anyway, thanks for being here, and I hope that you join us again soon, because you never know what will be coming next. So I'll see you next time, guys.